This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of March 2019. If you would like a personal or private reading, or one of those incredible soulmate readings, or even the exciting tea leaf readings, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via my website where you can book or purchase readings. Virgo, let's have a look in your teacup and see what story shows up. So have a look at the little pictures that are in the teacup and the tea leaves that are left behind after the cup of tea I made for you, and see what story this tells you for the month of March. The first thing I see is a little creature looking back at a seahorse. And below it is a little fox, and there's a little arrow pointing away from this creature. Now, the little creature looks a lot to me like a praying mantis. And in African tradition, the praying mantis is the messenger from the gods. He's the one that brings messages for you. And he's looking at your family issues. And the little fox is saying that you need to be wily and you need to be clever to sort out a family issue. And if you do, that little arrow says, then you will find you are going to be on the road to success. So that's a little story that's showing up over there. Very cute little pictures in this teacup that comes along with that right now. I see the seahorse again. So there's definitely family issues for Virgo in your story for March. Looking to see what else shows up here. I see the letters, big letter T and D, and I see the number 3, and I see a pin. Now a pin means a new job or a career, and somebody jumping up and down hugely excitedly. It's as if they're jumping a chasm. So they were on one side and they're leaping to the other side, and there's an arrow showing. That's quite an interesting story. So that's the letters T and D, like dog. The number 3, a pin, which is a new job or career, and somebody jumping over a big chasm, as if there's a big gully or valley below them, and an arrow with that says they are now on the road to success. So I suppose that jumping over the valley or the chasm would be, you seemed as if you were on the edge of something and there was no way back down. There was this huge sort of like fall in front of you, but you can actually jump over it. And this leads you onto the road to success. But it has to do with the letters T, D, and the number 3. So could it be the 3rd of March? And March is the 3rd month after all, is it? And T and D are the 2 letters that will apply to where this opportunity comes from or whom it comes through, perhaps where you will find a new job or career. Okay, so that's an interesting story too. Now I'm just looking to see what other stories I can see in here. I see 2 little whales. So there's 2 issues that have been a big worry, but you're going to find out in March. You'll discover that you needn't have worried so much about them. And I see another little pin and an arrow. So it's almost as if career opportunities or job offers or something like that will alleviate worries in the month of March. Okay, very nice teacup there. Now your tea leaf cards tell the story of the fan and a fair man, and your oracle card is the tribe. Now the fan says romance, celebration, party. The fair man says dealings or relationship with a man of blonde or grey hair. And the tribe card speaks about finding a place, finding people or a group, or someone that belongs to a group, even a family, where you feel very at home. You feel like they are your tribe. They have similar interests, similar views, similar ideas. So I think it could possibly be romance for quite a lot of people, the story says. And this romance seems to involve a fair blonde man. And along with them comes a family, possibly, a group, possibly, an organization, whatever it may be. But you're going to feel very at home among them. That's another very nice story coming up there for you, Virgo. Where relationships are concerned, you get the cards of the wedding, make the effort, wisdom, and creativity. So what I see here is, or what the story is that comes through here, is the wedding says the situation involves marriage. Make the effort says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Wisdom speaks about recognizing that you are worth it, you are wonderful, you are created with divine energy. And creativity says you've gotten stuck in a rut about something and you need to look at it in a new way. So the story that's being told here is, within an existing relationship, and most especially married partnerships or relationships, really committed partnerships or relationships, March is the month to make the effort to get it out of a rut. This rut could possibly be because you may be not feeling so great in your relationship. You may be undermining yourself. You may not be treating yourself with the tender, loving care you should be and the respect you should be. And this has kind of created a bit of a rut in your relationship, maybe, from both sides. So in March, you will find that you maybe going to feel like it too. You're going to feel a bit pushed to do that. The story says to make an effort within your relationship to change something. Maybe where you constantly go, maybe what you constantly do, maybe what you constantly say to each other. You're going to get creative about that. And it will be well worth it, because great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. The make the effort card says. So it's just about changing something that is very stuck. That seems to be coming up in a lot of readings at the moment. And what it does is it cements the bond between the two of you and also shifts your relationship so that you can feel that closeness together again. There's definitely lots of energy this story tells to shift things in the month of March. For those of you that are looking for partnerships and relationships, the story says that if you're invited to a wedding in the month of March, and sometimes one doesn't feel like going anymore, you've been to too many, whatever the case may be, make the effort to go. Also make the effort to socialize at the wedding, to, mingle, to flirt a bit even, be creative in the way you dress. Just do something different to what you normally do if you are in a group of people at a wedding. The other aspect of the story is that you could very well meet somebody who in the future will be marriage material. But there will be a little bit of effort required on your part. That means you're going to have to turn up somewhere, or you're going to have to make the effort to get to know somebody. And especially you're going to have to make the effort to overcome, this little story tells, not to think of yourself like, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm not enough this, I'm not enough that. You're everything you're supposed to be. You're absolutely perfect. Be creative. Dress in a way that you feel comfortable and you think you look lovely. Don't think any of those thoughts that you usually thought, and make an effort to engage with people, to speak to people, to even flirt. It's kind of, you may have gotten into a rut, the story says, where you approach relationships, relating new people in a particular way, and it's time to get creative and change that, because in March you could very well meet somebody with whom you will have a very long-term partnership and possibly even marry one day. The story your tarot cards tell, you get the Two of Sea, the Cat Magic, Five of Sky, and Ace of Earth. Now, the Two of Sea definitely speaks about romance or connection with somebody, or heart and soul and mind connection with someone. It's definitely showing up in all sections of this reading. So there is the opportunity and the potential in the month of March to have that connection with somebody. Even if it's an existing relationship or partnership, you can re-cement that bond, remake that connection, even make a new, better connection than you had before. And if you're looking for partnerships and relationships, your tarot card story says someone turns up in March with whom you really, really can have that connection, where your hearts, minds, and souls align with one another. Cat Magic says, and that came up in the rest of the reading too, to recognize and realize you have everything you need to have a good relationship and good relating and good partnerships. You have all the resources within yourself, the wisdom and the experience to do that. The Five of Sky says, don't let old thinking patterns that usually came from people saying to you, and you're going to realize that you're probably going to come up against it. You're going to realize you sometimes think things and repeat things and believe things that aren't true about yourself in relationships. You perhaps heard people say them, and now you realize, it's not true. I can have a good relationship with my partner or with a new partner. It's definitely possible for for me. So that old belief system will it'll come up and you'll realize it's false. Now, the Ace of Earth card is a nice card to finish your reading because that says some kind of material abundance is coming your way in March. Now, we did see in your teacup, there's opportunity for a new job or career, and it alleviates problems and worries, and it's a nice big jump for you. So that's coming towards you in the month of March, and that is definitely something to look forward to. And it seems that's how you round off the month of March, your sort of final big event for the month of March, your tarot card story says. So that's a very, very nice way to finish this reading. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.